Hi, I'm Futurist Amelia Kallman. Welcome to issue number 64 of The Big Reveal. I know it's been a minute, but I needed some time to finish writing my forthcoming book, and I've been busy writing some reports and speaking at events across the UK and Europe. But now it's time to share some of my latest research and insights with you. So thanks for tuning in, and without further ado, here we go. Workmate. Lenovo's AI Workmate concept is a desk companion with on-device AI processing. Its big feature is that it can instantly scan books and documents to offer summaries, organize notes, and project content onto a screen or wall. With big, expressive eyes, it interacts through voice and movement. While it's still in the concept phase, what this imagines is a future where AI moves off screens and into our physical environments, expediting processes in a way that feels natural, intuitive, and friendly. Quantum encryption. If you've ever been to one of my talks, then you know that I have been warning about the threat of quantum computing to encryption for years, forecasting that it's going to hit by the end of this decade. Now, Google are warning that we can expect quantum hackers by 2029. And in a statement, they said that they have adjusted their threat models to prioritize post-quantum cryptography migration for authentication services, and that they recommend other engineering teams follow suit. LIZE. New trend, technology to combat the negative impact of technology. LIZE is a neuro-responsive augmented reality headset that detects cognitive fatigue and negative mental states brought on by too much screen time and scrolling. Based on this data, it generates a digital virtual environment meant to restore calm. While integrating neuro-responsive technology into interfaces so that they become personalized and generative is not a new concept, we can expect to see more companies claiming to offer brain-safe and human-safe devices soon. Slow LLM. Speaking of tech to protect people from tech, Slow LLM makes chatbots like ChatGPT and Claude annoyingly slow, giving people time to consider their reliance on AI. Offering both a Chrome extension and an enterprise edition, if you're worried that you may be becoming over-reliant on AI chatbots, or you want to frustrate your kids into thinking for themselves, this could help reframe relationships with LLMs. There's a link to download in the digital edition. AVO. NVIDIA's AVO doesn't just assist with coding, it does the entire process itself without the need for humans in the loop. By cutting the human out of the equation, it's able to continuously explore, write, test, and improve code, reframing software development from a hands-on, step-by-step task into something that can operate independently in the background. It suggests a future where engineers define goals while autonomous systems handle the execution, accelerating software improvement and reducing the need for large teams. Nightshade. Nightshade is a tool that lets artists alter their images so that companies can't use them to train AI. Humans can't see the difference, but to AI systems, the data becomes poisoned and can't be replicated. This gives artists a practical and active way to push back against having their work taken and reused without consent or compensation. It's free to use, and there's a link in the digital edition. Addy. Blue Sky has launched Addy, an AI app that allows users to create and customize their own social media feeds, no coding required. Designed to give people more control over what they see online, this represents a shift away from passive, platform-controlled, algorithm-driven experiences to personalized, programmable, and user-designed feeds. AI Dreams. OpenClaw can now dream, running a nightly sub-agent that processes the work it did that day. The intention is an agent that can reflect, make hidden connections, understand a greater context, accumulate intelligence, and ultimately know users better. AutoDream compounds the value of daily interactions to turn the agent from a tool into an evolving, continuously learning system. It's available now on GitHub, and there's a link to install in the digital edition. R3 Bio. Strap in. R3 Bio is a biotech startup on a mission to create non-sentient bodies, or organ sacs, to replace animal testing. However, MIT and Wired are reporting that their real goal is to create brainless, backup human bodies. Proposed scenarios include harvesting your non-sentient twin's organs for transplants, or implanting the brain into the body of your younger self. It's estimated that a proof of concept would cost roughly $40 million. Despite the astounding ethical concerns and lack of scientific evidence any of this is even possible, they've recently closed a successful funding round. And it's reported that they have at least 2 competitors currently operating in stealth mode. New era. Journalists are reporting that the era of big tech's invincibility is over after it's been ruled that Meta and Google deliberately designed addictive, harmful products. This is good news for the future of AI governance. Following the verdict, Meta and Alphabet's share prices sank as big tech and their leaders learned that they can and will be held accountable for designing systems that exploit human vulnerabilities. Hopefully, this reminds lawmakers that we don't need to make the mistakes we made with social media again. Now is the time to establish legal guardrails around AI, especially when it comes to protecting children and our mental health. That's what I have for you this month. Thank you so much for tuning in. If you'd like me to speak at one of your events or to collaborate, please be in touch. Until next time, take care.